So how did the process of coming back to TNA happen? I heard some rumors and some rumblings. Like, I want to say maybe it was whenever I was at Squared Circle Expo. I had heard some stuff. I'd heard, okay, maybe he's coming back. And the TNA talent that were there were asking me, they're like, is he coming back? We would love to have him back. Like, there were people that you had worked with, people that you hadn't worked with, but they were like, that's a guy that we need on our roster. At what point did they reach out, or did you reach out to make this happen?
So I've always kept an open line of communication with a lot of guys there. Like I said, I've had a good relationship with everyone there for a long time. And, I would always check in, see how things are going. And I've always been one that I like to keep my ear to the ground. So I always check the product. I always did my homework. And, like I said, I'm good friends with a lot of guys there. So I would check in from time to time. And, I knew when everything happened and went down with AEW, like they were the first ones to call, and I was so thankful for that, because I feel like both sides were like waiting for the moment to be able to work together again, and finally everything was falling into place. And I knew that this is where I needed to be, and I'm excited for what the future holds and everything. All the talks went well and it was easy. And, I like, one thing that I could always say is that I've always kept it real. I've always been honest with whoever, no matter where I worked. And that's what you're always going to get from me. So I was very open and upfront with them. And thankfully we had the same kind of mindset and the same, path and views. And everything just worked out perfectly.
And in a situation like this, it's not as cut and dry as, well, he used to work there, because there is a newish regime there. I mean, it's a familiar, it's a familiar regime for sure. Like, I mean, they've been there for a while, but new people in charge. Did that change anything, or how is that going for you working with them so far?
It's going great. I mean, everyone that I spoke to before coming back, it was, people that have known me. And, I was familiar with a couple of people there, and, but overall, all the talks went really well. And I'm like, meeting new people has never been an issue for me. Like I'm going to be me, and this is what you're going to get. You know what I mean? And, thankfully they understood that and they welcomed that. And, it's been great, like dealing with them, and they're very open, and they're very straightforward also. And like I told them in the beginning, I was like, all I ever ask is for you to keep it real with me. Don't bullshit me, and I will never bullshit you. And thankfully we're on the same page, and